Hello, welcome to a review of compound sentences. So compound sentences have two independent clauses that are connected by typically a word, sometimes a punctuation mark. So compound sentences will be two independent clauses or more, so two or more independent clauses. And each independent clause will have a subject and a verb. So you will be looking for subject-verb pairs. So an independent clause will have a subject and a verb. So when there are two independent clauses, you're going to be looking for subject-verb and subject-verb. The independent clauses for compound sentences are set up like this. An independent clause and a semicolon, and then the other independent clause. So you'll have a subject-verb here and a subject-verb pair here. Another way that it's done is the independent clauses here plus a comma and then a fanboy. Remember, for and nor, but, or, yet, so are our fanboys. And then another independent clause after that. So these are going to be your trigger words. The fanboys, for and nor, but, or, yet, so, are triggers for, oh, this is a compound sentence connecting two independent clauses. There will always be a comma in front of it. The last way that we can recognize compound sentences is through a conjunctive adverb. So we have an independent clause, a semicolon, and a conjunctive adverb, and a comma after that conjunctive adverb, and then another independent clause. So you're going to have the subject-verb pair here, subject-verb pair here. Conjunctive adverbs, you have a list on a lesson 33, I believe, that I gave you. Those are words like however, meanwhile, consequently, those kinds of things. They are adverbs, not conjunctions. They are just acting like conjunctions. So we do not put them on a dotted line when we diagram. We will treat them just like adverbs, but they are connecting two independent clauses. So they're acting like conjunctions, but we are treating them like adverbs, who they truly are. All right, let's take a look at an example. We have a compound sentence here. Marcus studied and he passed the test. So right here, you're going to notice, oh, we've got a comma here, and we have one of our fanboys, and. Marcus studied, and he passed the test. So we must be looking for two independent clauses. We know we're going to have a subject and verb pair. Marcus studied is who or what are we talking about? Marcus, here's our subject, and what did he do? Studied, verb. Then the next independent clause, he passed the test. Who or what are we talking about? He. And what did he do? He passed. There's our verb. So we see our independent clause here, connected by one of our fanboys, and. So when we diagram this, we're going to start with the first independent clause, Marcus. And what did he do? He studied. And so here's where we connect the two independent clauses. Oh. Somebody noticed that, I'm sure, Marcus. Studied, and we want to connect the two independent clauses with a dotted line. So then we'll put our subject and our verb down here too, from the next independent clause. So he passed. What did he pass? Indirect object, test. Which test? The. Now we need to include our fanboy, our coordinating conjunction. So we put our and over here on the dotted line. Conjunctions are always on dotted lines. So we put the conjunction on the dotted line here. When we diagram conjunctive adverbs, we can treat it just like a regular adverb. So that's going to be my next example in another video. Thanks. Keep reviewing.